Every last one of them that sat here and watched this happen, didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, should all be charged with murder, accessory to murder. Completely unacceptable. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, in which I appreciate you guys doing it. Make sure that if you're following me on YouTube, that you're following me on the platform you see above and below. And when you hit this thumbs up button right here, it allows my content to consistently be recommended to you. In the process of subscribing to the channel, make sure you end up hitting that bell notification, which will bring up another little box that will allow you to select all notifications. And doing that, you will be notified of videos like this when I post it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is very unfortunate and very, very disturbing that we have to report on something like this, and I guarantee you it's going to be one of those things that just may stay out of mainstream media. And I'm telling y'all right now, I am not going to show video of what happened in here because it is very disturbing, it is very graphic, and is definitely something that will piss one off who watches this. And again, for disclaimer, YouTube, I am not going to be showing anything graphic in this because I do not want my channel to be flagged or be demonetized because of me showing it. So let me see what this looks like first before I even show you guys this. Look at this. And I'm going to cover it up. I'm not going to show it, okay? Disturbing body cam footage shows New York prison guards brutally beating a handcuffed inmate, leading to his death. This is crazy, y'all. Now, like I said, I'm not going to show it. Brutal body camera footage shows a handcuffed inmate being beaten unconscious by prison guards before he stripped down to his underwear, a fatal attack that's now under investigation by New York top prosecutor. The sickening recordings were made public by Attorney General Letitia James Friday, showing 3 correctional officers repeatedly punching, kicking, and stomping on Robert Brooks in an examination room on December the 9th, an upstate prison, Marcy Correctional Facility. Brooks, 43, serving time for assault, died of injuries the next day. It's unclear what sparked the beatdown. My deepest condolences to Mr. Brooks' family. I think they're trying to say my deepest condolences goes out to Mr. Brooks' family, James said at a press conference Friday. I do not take lightly the release of this video, especially in the middle of a holiday season. The video taken from 4 jail guards showed the officers surrounding Brooks, who was handcuffed from behind in an exam room, before 3 of them began punching him in the face and the stomach and even stumping him in his lower torso area. Several other officers could be seen standing by, doing nothing, despite Brooks having blood streaming down the right side of his swollen face. During the approximately 30-minute incident, Brooks was roughly handled, with one guard appearing to hold him in a chokehold for a moment as he was forced to sit up on the exam table. At one point, Brooks is brought to the wall where officers hold him there, though the officers' bodies obscure what is happening. Brooks was eventually brought back to the exam table where he was stripped down to his underwear, appearing unconscious and limp, the video shows. I'm skipping over some stuff, y'all, so I'm just letting y'all know. None of the videos include any sound since the cameras were only in standby mode, James explained. Brooks was eventually taken to Wine Hospital in Utica, thinking about Ithaca, New York, and declared dead from asphyxia due to compression of the neck. He was choked to death. In the early morning of December 10th, Syracuse.com reported, citing Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office. James said her office is investigating this case thoroughly and said her team met with Brooks' family so they could review the footage of what happened. Brooks had been transferred from Mohawk Correctional Facility in Rome, New York, to Marcy Correctional Facility, roughly 12 miles away, the day of the incident, James said. Brooks was serving a 12-year sentence after he was convicted of first-degree assault in 2017 for stabbing his girlfriend multiple times, the Democrat and Chronicle reported at the time. Y'all, this has really got me just... The state corrections commissioner, Daniel Marticello III, said he was deeply repulsed and nauseated by what he saw in the footage. There is no excuse and no rationalization for a vulgar, inhumane act that senselessly took the life. I told y'all this got me messed up. Took the life, he said. He said the Department of Correction and Community Supervision was conducting an internal probe and that they would be implementing changes to ensure that nothing like this can ever happen again within our facilities. The commissioner also said that Governor Kathy Hochul requests to begin the process of firing those involved and so far has suspended 13 staffers without pay. One employee resigned, he said. This was a killing and people will be held accountable. Marticello, however you say that, said. These individuals are not representative of the culture of Department of Corrections, nor anything of the DOCCS stands for. Elizabeth Mazur, an attorney for Brooks' family, said the public can now view for themselves the horrific and extreme nature of the deadly attack on Robert L. Brooks. As viewers can see, Mr. Brooks was fatally, violently beaten by a group of officers whose job was to keep him safe. He deserved to live, and everyone else living in Marcy Correctional Facility deserves to know they do not have to live in fear of violence at the hands of prison staff. Of course, Reverend Al Sharpton condemned the horrifying attack of Brooks and called for criminal charges to be mounted against them. These officers clearly thought they were within their right to hit Brooks in the stomach with the heel of a boot, level blah, 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 blah. Officials in New York City increased security on Rikers Island in anticipation of the footage getting released as the Gorilla Stone Bloods came out supporting Brooks on social media, according to law enforcement sources who raised concern this would stir up unrest in city jail. Brooks is not a member of the gang. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, listen. I saw the video, and guys, it is very disturbing. These evil officers that put their hands on this man in that way, they should all be prosecuted. They should all go to jail for first-degree murder. First-degree murder. You don't have to believe me. Go and watch this video, guys. It is sickening. It will piss you off. Now, before we get all crazy, I'm not about to get on this whole trip where, you get Al Sharpton in there and you get Letitia James in there. We already know how a lot of these people are race-bait. Now, shout out. I'm not going to lie. Let's be real. Although I cannot stand that woman and what she tried to do with her lying self, people can still have truths and have some sense of moral when it comes to things like this. You know, Letitia James is the one who tried to go after Donald Trump, who made racist comments at Donald Trump. Now, shout out to her for releasing this video to the public for us to see. Shout out to her. Don't mean I like her. Just like I don't like Al Sharpton per se. But shout out to her for doing that. I'm not going to get in this thing and say these cops are racist. I'm not going to say that these correctional officers are racist because they did this to a black man. I'm not going to say that correctional officers are not racist because they did this to a black man. What they are completely evil. Anytime you can do something like this and you full of that hate like this to do something like this, you are evil. I hope that other prisoners will come forth and call out the bull crap that these correctional officers, because I'm pretty sure that this man is not the only one they did this to. I'm almost certain because they felt so comfortable to do this. They felt so certain to do this. They felt that they had the proclivity to just continue doing something like this. I guarantee you, I might be wrong, but I'm sure I'm not, that there are other people in there who have made complaints against these same people about them doing this same exact type of thing, but it probably went on deaf ears. Absolutely disgusting. And even if all the officers did not hit him or anything like that, or even the ones that may not have caused as much bodily harm that you will see in this video, if you dare to watch it, it's no different to me than how we know on the streets in the hood that if you with your friends and your friends rob somebody, and although you had nothing to do with the person getting beat up and getting killed or anything like that, they will charge you with murder for being accessory to murder because you was there and you was in on it. And although you didn't put your hands on the person that died, you are still going to be charged with it. Just like those white, and let's listen, that's why we keeping things balanced. Just like those young white boys that threw the freaking boulder off of a bridge and they killed somebody. Although all of them didn't throw the boulder, all of them getting charged with the same exact thing. So in this case, even if the officers didn't lay hands on them, didn't touch them, the fact that they did nothing and didn't say nothing and watching, they didn't even report it, They all need to be charged with accessory to murder as well. That is sickening, y'all. Y'all, you know what? It's crazy because it got my heart rate up about this. Y'all go watch that video if you dare to watch it. You guys all let me know what you think about it by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to do what you see in that cloud right there. If you would like to see the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, it would appear up there. Music reactions of old into the new are right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying that every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.